Hey, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers. How you guys doing? I'm hoping that you can hear me decently. My hand is covering my mouth because I'm trying to prevent all the other background noises from being picked up on. But just a quick video, I want to jump on and make sure I connect with all my great supporters out there that continue to support this independent media outlet. And yeah, so right now I'm about to head to Indianapolis to cover the combine for the week. Got a lot of stuff lined up for you guys, lots of good content, lots of good coverage. As always, want to remain committed to you all and say each year, and let me know if this is super loud. I tried to turn the volume down, but again, trying to cover the mic so it doesn't pick up everything. But, with Charlotte Vibe, hopefully what you all are seeing is that each year we're doing more and more content, starting with last year as we covered every day of training camp. Made it to, I forget. I think we only missed like one or two games last season, and this season trying to increase the all season coverage with um, traveling to the combine. So I also want to hear from everybody about what kind of coverage you're wanting to get and see. I'll be in Indy through Wednesday, and we'll have a chance to speak with some coaches and players. Not players, I'm sorry, coaches as well as general managers. So definitely plan on talking with Canalles and Morgan, and hopefully we'll have an opportunity to talk with them one on one. So, hold on one second. Just a second. Got some audio things going on. All right, sorry. Had some audio going in my ear that was difficult for me to hear. And yeah, so I'm sorry, got distracted there, but want you all to let me know what kind of content, what kind of questions you may have for Canales or for Morgan. I plan on doing some reports about prospects, positions, salary cap, like all that all-season stuff is going to be coming to you all. So stay on the lookout for that. And let's go ahead and a new thing I'm gonna try to do that I think I like doing is find out where people are from. So everybody that's tuning in, be sure to leave a comment. Let me know where you're from, as that would be good to hear. So what's up, God of Blackness? Keep pounding. Appreciate it. Cam Beaton. Yeah, we could touch on Cam Newton and what happened out there for sure. Appreciate the comment. Willie Smith. Appreciate the safe travel. So yeah, the one thing. So let me backtrack just a little bit. So I'm doing this video because I was supposed to be flying nonstop from Charlotte to Indianapolis, and just had to make a business decision, right? We're independent media. We don't have tens of thousands of dollars funding us, and there's an opportunity to get basically a free flight if I was willing to get off of that flight. So I went ahead and did that. But now I'm going to fly to DC and then fly to Indy. So I kind of felt like it was no big deal because I can't check into my hotel before, what is it, 3 or 4 o'clock anyway. So right now this is going to put me, instead of getting there at 12 o'clock, what I initially was supposed to do, I'll be getting there around 5 o'clock. So nothing really starts until tomorrow, so I should be good to go. And then got a vote of an attaboy from another media guy that says pro move to take the bump flight and get some more credit. So appreciate you, Willie. Ryan says I'm not too loud, so appreciate that. What's going on, Omar Tillman? Appreciate you guys signing in. How you guys been enjoying your off season? Again, this is also just me liking to connect with everybody and see how everybody's doing. So feel free to have some personal conversation while we're on. I think I can probably be on until, see, my flight leaves at 11:14. So I could be on for about another 20 minutes. So maybe about a 30-minute total broadcast. Willie says he wants to see some offensive lineman evaluations. Okay. Let me go ahead and make a note of that. Offensive lineman evaluations. make that note. Yeah, I got just added that to the list, Willie. Appreciate it. Devin Adams, what's up from Roanoke, Virginia? I've been to Roanoke. Do they have a military base of some kind of Roanoke? Not sure if that's why I would have went there before. Hey, my man Thomas Frisbee, what's going on? Yes, all is well. Like I said, I like to. One thing with this outlet here is I like to be personal with you guys. It's been a good off season. I had to pump the brakes a little bit because I got a lot of little ones. You know, since being married now, I got a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old girl, my first girl. So laid low for just a little bit to catch up with some people. Willie Smith from Fayetteville. Okay, home of Fayetteville State. Panther Blade, do what you have to do. All is well. Yeah, I mean that flight credit. If nothing else, we have a game in Germany this year, right? That flight to Germany is not going to cost a couple dollars. So just had to make that business decision. But let me go back to this comment up here. Well, got some profanity written on. I like to keep it PG. So next time, Rashad, just put like SH and then a couple asterisks. But yeah, Cam Newton yesterday at his 7-on-7 in Atlanta got into a little squabble. And I think, like many people, I'm waiting for that next podcast to come out where he explains what happens because Cam has totally embraced the fact that he gets to control more of the narrative now about what happens. He doesn't have to rely on talking to a guy like me or anybody else. He just goes live on his own and talks about it. So clarity that I'm looking for in that video is, and overall I would say, it's just dumb. That's my opinion. It's just dumb. There's just no way that a guy is providing you a platform to increase your skills, a platform to just better yourself as a football player, and you want to get mad enough for any situation to be fighting that guy. That's just dumb. It's not smart. So what is not completely known is, was Cam trying to break up something, or was Cam really involved in it? In my eyes, it just, I don't know, it just seems weird that he would have been fighting, because to me, and this is just thinking out loud as I watch that video, if you're about to fight somebody, you're squared up a little bit differently than what he was, and maybe he was, maybe he just know, hey, I'm a huge guy, I don't have to square up with anybody, I don't need no charges, I got millions of dollars, people gonna try to come after me, so if it gets to this, I'm going to just grab people, because it didn't look like he threw any punches. He was just ragdoll grabbing people and throwing them around and things like that. But and it would be strange if he was about to fight somebody, because he was away from the field. He was pretty much where they were leaving at, up the stairs, and had the altercation that he had. So looking forward to those details coming out. But again, overall for me, it doesn't matter what was said. It's just, how could you be fighting a guy whose name is on the event, whose name is giving you a platform to play football? I don't know. Is it that people are after content, people are after getting famous, and nobody cares anymore? They'll do it at any cost. Who knows? But it was, yeah. Appreciate the comment though, Rashad. Let's continue to move on through a few of these. Ty, man of the people, trying to be. Hey, let's not forget about those super chats. If you're able to do so, it's always welcome and needed to support us. But the biggest thing you guys can always do, and I hope everybody gets into the habit of doing this on each video, is to hit the like button. That helps other Panther fans find out about us, helps us continue to grow, helps us do more things. Again, this weekend or this week, trying to talk with either coach or GM one-on-one. And trust me, the larger audience that I have, the more likely things will be accommodated. Everybody likes being able to have their voice forward to a nice audience. So hit that like button if you haven't already done so while you're watching. Thomas Fridge off season, like always, full of optimism. Hopefully we can be smart and sign people accordingly. All right, appreciate you. Devon Adams, appreciate what you do for the Carolina Panthers community. The only thing we got in Roanoke is a star on a mountain, man. But off season always full of hope and optimism. So absolutely, there's hope, there's optimism. I still think a lot of people are, and I would encourage you to be. I believe everybody's saying cautiously optimistic, meaning we're not going to come out the gates just like, "Ooh, I'm excited." All this hope in the world for the Carolina Panthers, but it's more like, all right, we got new stuff, we got a new coach, we got a new general manager. So for all those reasons alone, I'm going to be optimistic. Optimistic. But you're going to have to prove to me to what level of optimism and hope I should have for this Carolina Panthers team. So let me share with you some cool stuff. So the flight that I was on was booked heavily, as I kind of expected. This is my first time going to the combine, even though I've been doing this for about 15 years. And I quickly saw that pretty much all the Carolina Panthers staff was on that flight to Indianapolis, from scouts to PR to even Dan Morgan himself was on that flight. And um, so kind of that was a bummer in that regard, getting bumped off that flight. But I did get a chance to speak to everyone, just to say hello, and just look forward to getting to Indy and being able to dig into things a little bit deeper. Look for a lot of my coverage at Indy. I can't say exactly what it's going to be, but the intention will be I'm likely going to do one more live tonight, which I'll schedule probably once I get to DC. And then I plan on going live every day from the convention center in Indy with various interviews with other media, with coaches, and just with other content, going over the evaluations that you guys want to see, talking about cap, just talking about all the off-season stuff that we all are curious about and gets us ready for the upcoming season. So that's what you guys can look for. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I always appreciate it, and you get to see a lot of stuff like this. Clout chasers trying to make a name for themselves off of Cam. Yeah, so that's going back to the Cam Newton thing. Absolutely, right? Like, here's the thing that's incredible to me. That's highly incredible to me. Um, I have been lucky enough to have this job where I get to see a lot of people up close. Cam Newton is one of the biggest guys that I have, that I've seen. Not like he's just ginormous, but Cam Newton is like a specimen, right? Like you've seen guys that are 6'4", 6'5". You've seen like, Shaquille O'Neal, but Cam Newton is still just like a chiseled, calves popping, thighs popping, like muscles popping out of every part of this guy's body. Just a huge guy. And anybody that's gonna fight Cam Newton, you're not fighting him toe to toe. You got to be like punching up. So for you to just think that, okay, I'm gonna be disrespectful to this man and I'm gonna jump in his face. What are you trying to accomplish? Other than like Willie saying here, like clout. You trying to be able to get on Twitter and be like, I hit Cam Newton. It just doesn't make any sense. But I won't get too much on the whole my views on social matters of the world. But I feel like we gotta the society just continues to get more and more like anything's accepted. There's lack of respect, and everybody feels entitlement. So that's the only way I can describe that. Anybody, like, just think about it. Have you ever been to a camp or any event that's hosted by a celebrity, and could you imagine yourself fighting that celebrity? I never went to. I don't think I've ever went to any camps when I was younger playing sports. Um, but it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, let's continue to go through these for a second. And let me make sure I got through all of my notes before I get too far. I have to go. All right, just checking some things. Again, let me know if you guys can continue to hear me okay. Yeah, so I got through all my notes. And again, this video is really just to catch up with everyone. see how they're doing. I appreciate all the follows and subscribers. So for me, I like to connect with my people that support me. So that's what I like to do. Oh, here go my man Shaked. Morning, Chris. Is definitely an exciting time to be a sports fan in Charlotte. The new look Hornets are 5-1 after the trading deadline. Yeah, the Hornets are doing great, and Charlotte FC won their first game. So at least for the month of February, we got some things that are going on, and we got the Panthers that are giving us some optimism with all their changes. Definitely, the Panthers have Dave very energized Canales. Yeah, energize. Okay, energizer bunny Canales. I like that. I like that. Keep hitting that like button, everybody. Keep hitting that like button. You ain't get to go to the combine. So Sean, so hopefully it wasn't confusing, but yes, I am going to the combine. It was just my initial flight was a nonstop flight that is about an hour into the flight right now. I got bumped off of that flight because they were overbooked, and I got another flight. So instead of getting to Indianapolis at noon, it's going to be more like 4 o'clock. So I'm definitely going and definitely will be live there and definitely continue to bring you some coverage. Interesting. I thought the team staff fly private jet. So yeah, that was interesting to me too. I had no idea, and maybe just because it's not. I mean, I don't know. Again, this is my first time going, and maybe only the head coach flies charter. I don't know. I'm just here to do my job of reporting and let you guys know cool stuff. What's up, AJ Lindsay? Appreciate you tuning in and checking us out here today. Um, Anything else you guys want to talk about before I get off of here? Again, appreciate you all for joining. Look for another live tonight and look for several lives over the next couple of days while I'll be at the Combine in Indy. What time we got? 10:37. So I got just a few more minutes in case anybody pops on with anything. I had someone say, give us, and this was a different way that somebody just tweeted at me basically, but have a safe flight to Indy. Give us your top reasonable prospects for the Panthers second round pick at 33. I know it can go in many different directions, just my logical likely ones, or just the most logical likely ones. And enjoy. See you in the next post. So I'll do that as well. Little complicated, little difficult this early, but I know that's what we all want to know. So I'll start to do some homework and see what I can get for you guys. What's up, Chance? Good to see, man. It's great to see everybody because it's been a little bit of a break. Again, good to see everybody and catch up. I love to just check in with my supporters. Safe travel. What's going on with the Brian Burns extension? So Brian Burns does not have a new contract yet. uh, just laughing at some stuff. But so Brian Burns has not got a new contract yet. The what's it called? Franchise tag opened last Tuesday, I believe was the exact date, and we go until man, I should have wrote all this down. So I believe March 4th is how long they have to franchise him. So will they franchise him? Will they do franchise him and try to trade him? My opinion so far, and I'm going to dive into it deeper for another video, was that, or is that, I don't know how much Brian Burns wants to be here. So, and I would say no, no intel, no inside sources on that, but I just know that he was so frustrated last year, and with this team, with going like, if you were at a company and you went through what he went through last year with the hold in, with thinking he was going to get a check, with them give you every single signal that they were going to give you a check because they refused a heck of a trade offer for you. You feel like they're going to take care of their own people, and then they didn't. And then you played through the season, and it just was without a doubt the worst season that you've had and the team has had. Worst season he's had in his career, and certainly one of the worst seasons that the team has had ever. And there's so many broken pieces on this team that it's very likely that it's going to take several years to rebuild. And do you want to continue to be a part of that in the prime of your career? For me, I feel like I would want to go ahead and go somewhere else, have a new slate, be working with some people that I feel like believe in me and trust in me. And so I would either not want to be franchise tag, or I would be all, if I was Brian Burns, I'd be all about the sign and trade so I can go somewhere else. Go somewhere where I'm appreciated, go somewhere else where I got some better talents, go somewhere where I can achieve more. That's my 2 cents on it. Might have a chance for one more before I got to get out of here. Will your co-host join you in Indy? No, Andre Cassidy will not join me in Indy. Again, guys, I love them too, but you guys, we need them super chats. We need some more financial support. Independent media, we don't have anybody that's writing us a check, so we are 100% funded by our viewers. So you can subscribe to the channel, you can do a super chat, but no, he will not be here. Just myself. So many hosts to fill, best available, strength, speed, agility, looking for some monsters. That's Stephen Bailey. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get off because I don't even have a ticket yet. I mean, I got like a I don't have a seat yet for this flight, and I definitely don't want to miss this flight and get further delayed. Don't mind getting there a little later, but definitely not down for getting there at like 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. So thanks everybody for joining me. Maybe I'll do another one when I get to DC. All right. So if you want that, I don't know, if I get 20 people that say they still want to talk when I get to DC, then we'll do another one of these. But otherwise, you can look for me tonight once I get to Indy to talk to you guys some more. Chris Jenkins reporting for Charlotte Vibe.